Hello and welcome to my channel Far Away. Let's continue with the Mustang. If you were not following the build, go ahead and go back to my videos so you can follow the build of this Mustang. So first of all, I'm going to start fixing this dent. This dent occurred when it was away to get the motor done and all that. So let me start by fixing this and go from there. The body filler I'm going to be using is from Real Flex. I love this body filler, guys. It's real soft, it applies smooth. And I think I'm going to have to get some more. I'm running out. I use it a lot, so it's a real good body filler. I do recommend it. And you're not going to have any problems, any bubbling or anything that will occur with this body filler. Real nice. There it is. The body filler has been applied. I'm going to let it set. Come back, start sanding with 80 grit. There it is, nice and smooth, all even, and it's not a lot of body filler. Now I sanded this off, I grinded this off because there's a seam right there, and I could notice a crack coming out, so I'm gonna put some body filler there too. But it's coming out real nice. There it is. I just added some primer just for me to cover it up, but I'm gonna be sanding all this because I'm gonna prime the entire thing again so that I can block sand it. Okay, so let me just start sanding the entire car and primer it again. Okay, it's going. Let me sand the entire car. I don't want you to see me sand the entire car if it's all gonna be the same. So let me just finish sanding the entire car. I'll bring you back. All right, I'm almost done sanding the entire car. Let me show you one thing. Right here, and these panels that go right here, there was a bunch of seam sealer. And if you can tell, when I was sanding this portion to have it ready, some of the seam sealer fell off and there was rust all over underneath the seam sealer. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take all the seam sealer off as much as possible, and This area is supposed to be black because the cover that goes here, the vents that go here, are the color of the car. But the inner portion is supposed to be black. So what I'm gonna do, clean it up, grind everything off, try to get as much as rust off, and put some Pour 15 all over these little window vents, I guess, because this ain't gonna cut it. This is gonna create more rust, and it's gonna start messing up my paint job. So just a heads up, when you're doing something like this, just make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be before you paint it, because something like this might occur. So it's just a heads up, guys. All right, I cleaned everything as much as possible. Now I put the tape. The reason I put the tape is that I'm gonna be applying some Fibertech from Evercoat. This one, it's fiberglass, which I'm gonna add a layer here, just a layer of the Fibertech. Reason being is that there's a lot of water that's gonna accumulate here. There's some drain holes right there, which will go through the inside, and there's a pipe that drains the water out whenever it rains or stuff. But I'm gonna be adding that so that this won't rust again. Okay, so I'll be adding that. Then after that, I'm gonna apply some Pour 15 on everything else. There it is. Looks a lot cleaner now, and now it's protected. Now, the reason I didn't put Pour 15 on this, it's gonna go the color of the car. It's gonna go candy apple red. I'm gonna tape up that area, make a real straight line, paint it all the way to that line, and it'll be, this area will be candy apple red. But it's protected. It ain't gonna rust no more. So let me just do the other side, finish up the sanding. And there it is. It's completely sanded. Everything's ready so that I can apply a high build primer so that I can start blocking it. After that, it'll be the paint. But let me cover it up and show you how I'm gonna primer it. There it is. Everything's covered that needs to be covered. Now, the primer I'm going to be using, it's going to be from Real Flex. It's a high solids filler primer. So there it is. There's the activator. I'm also going to be using some self-etching primer where the areas that are bare metal. They're not very much, but I'm going to be using that. I don't want to just add the primer. Also, I'm going to be using my Binks Model 7 to apply the primer. This is a real thick primer, and this is the only gun that actually is able to shoot it, so I'm gonna be using it. Alright guys, I'm gonna start applying this self-etching primer, and like I mentioned before, it's just gonna be in the areas that are bare metal, which is not a lot. They're real small, so this will work perfect. So let me start applying this. I'm gonna wait 20 minutes after I apply it so that I can start applying the primer. There it is. Everything that had bare metal has been covered. We're good to go. I'm just gonna let it sit for about 20 minutes and start applying the primer. And there it is. After the 2 full wet coats, it's ready. Now, I waited 15 minutes in between each coat. And now I'm gonna wait for about 3 to 4 days. I need this primer to cure perfectly before I can start block sanding. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. And it's ready. It's ready for the block sand. I'm gonna show you how to do that, and it's ready for the paint. Also, the inside, don't worry about it. I'm gonna sand it down, and I'm gonna apply some Pour 15 on the entire inside. But about the body, it's ready. Let's just block sand it. All right, guys, this will be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, don't forget, like the video, share the video, hit that thumbs up. It helps a lot. And that'll be it, guys. Thank you. And like always, God bless.